We're pleased to be joined by Eric Seckel, who is the Associate Director of Campus Ministry for Community Service at St. Peter's University, based in beautiful Jersey City.
Greatest city in the world.
Well, for those of us born in Newark, New Jersey, we would question that, but that's another story.
Well, we'll talk about that another time.
Yes, that's a different show.
We'll debate that.
We'll have Mayor Fulop and Mayor Baracca debating that.
Yeah.
How about this one? You're involved in something called the Campus Kitchen Project. What is it?
So the Campus Kitchens Project is the main. They're kind of like our headquarters, based out in D.C. and they put, or they kind of run or try to establish campus kitchens in high schools or universities or colleges. And we established at St. Peter's University, we were the 39th campus kitchen in the country and the second in New Jersey. The other one's in Atlantic City.
What's in between?
No one.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's a big part of what the Campus Kitchens Project does, and what we're trying to do is spread awareness, let people know that there's food waste, and that that schools, high schools, universities need to step up. We got Hudson County covered.
Well, let me ask you this. You say you have Hudson County covered. Who is in a position to be food insecure, to be looking for help, to be looking for food, needs food?
Well, 1 in 6 Americans, is food insecure. And yet 40% of all food in the United States is thrown out. So what we do is we recover the food, or...
What does that mean?
Well,
give me an example.
It doesn't mean that I'm going around to people's plates saying, are you going to finish that?
What does it mean?
It means basically, if you are a cafeteria or a dining hall, so at St. Peter's, Sodexo is our food provider. If you cook, you have to estimate how many meals you're going to be doing. So if you're cooking lunch, if you're cooking dinner, you're assuming, all right, like there are 500 meal plans and some faculty, some staff are going to come and eat. So we're going to estimate cook for 700. But if people decide to go to Prince of Pizza, I'm giving them a plug.
Or they just don't come.
Or they just don't come.
What happens to that food?
It's thrown out. Because they've been paid for it. It's not their fault. Because also they can't be the ones who are like, oh, we just ran out of meatloaf, give us an hour, we'll cook some. You have to be ready, you have to have the trays, they're all back in the warmers.
Do you get that food from them?
So we go and get the food from them.
And then what happens?
And then we bring it back to our base, which is out of the convent at St. Aidan's, which is the St. Peter's University Church. And basically if we have a full meal, a protein, a starch, a vegetable, it's pretty easy, we just kind of warm it up. But we also get food from grocery stores. Blue Apron is a partner. So we augment if need be. We only serve healthy meals. And complete meals, again. Vegetables, starch, protein.
Eric, who's the team? Other than you, who's on that team?
I have an amazing grad assistant. She's amazing because she's a sous chef in a previous life.
What?
I'm not making it up.
So she hooked up with you guys and said,
so
I have this background, this extraordinary background as a professional chef, but I want to be a part of what you're doing?
Yep. She was in grad school at St. Peter's, and she works in Sodexo at St. Peter's in the dining hall.
Right.
So when she applied, there were many others who I would have also loved to have, but a sous chef you can't just pass up.
I also heard you have lots of volunteers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What kind of volunteers?
Well, we rely mostly on student volunteers, but as we've expanded, we've gotten corporate groups. We've had the Jersey City Youth Court has come by and participated, parish groups. We have some high school students from St. Peter's Prep and St. Dominic's who are volunteering. It's myself and my grad assistant who kind of run it, but we rely completely on volunteers. And again, that's what we are. That's who we are at St. Peter's.
Connect it back. Gene Knucke, your president, and I have this conversation a lot. What does this effort have to do with the Jesuit tradition, if you will?
Well, Pope Francis has a really good quote that I will absolutely botch right now. Basically, he said that there's enough food in the world, he said, for everyone to eat, but there seems to be a reluctance to give it to them.
Actually, you got that quote right.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I wrote it on my hand, that's why I was reading.
Wait, the Jesuits would not approve of that, or the Christian brothers who trained me would not approve of that. But you still got it right.
Got it right. No,
got it right.
But that's who we are. Being men and women for others, caring for others. That's the essential part of the other half of our students' education. They're in the classroom, they're learning, but what makes us unique is the fact that we put an emphasis on service, on care for others. And the main goal is we want our students to experience, to see the issues that people are faced with, to see injustice, and then to fight against it with every breath that they can muster, so to speak.
You also have a food pantry. You have a clothing closet. All part of this tradition?
Absolutely. And you know, so we were the third, like I said, we were the 39th campus kitchen. There's now about 64, 65 campus kitchens in the country.
Is it a movement or is it not enough?
It's a movement, but it's not enough.
Both.
Yeah. But what we decided was, you know, in Jersey City, at St. Peter's, not only is there food waste, but we throw out clothes, we throw out household items that work just fine. So what we do is we started a food pantry and a clothes closet. And we are not just, the food pantry and the clothes closet don't just serve, like, we'll help students out if they're struggling, but we serve the community. It's open to the community. And our relaunch date is September 16th, so I'm excited, I'm pumped.
If people want to help, by the way, put up the site. Oh, we're at the end of the show, sorry. Tell people the site.
They can, I mean, if you go to stpeters.edu,
They'll find it.
They'll find, you go under community service, you'll find my contact information, email me. It's not just about, we're always looking for food donors, but also if people need help.
Keep doing what
Reach
you're
out.
doing, Eric. Appreciate it. Everyone does. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by the New Jersey Education Association, Suez, Qual Care Inc., the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, RWJ Barnabas Health, the New Jersey Reentry Corporation, and by the New Jersey Office of the Insurance Fraud Prosecutor. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.